Now, I don't know how to introduce our next guest. Well, I suppose I'll let Brendan O'Connor introduce our next guest.
Where's Anne O'Halloran? Hi Anne, how are you? And don't you look great? What? And did you get something for Christmas?
Anne O'Halloran.
Oh, thank you, Ray.
The star of Brendan O'Connor's Competition Time is with us. Now, if people didn't see it, will you describe what happened there and why people were laughing and why Brendan said what he did?
Well, I think you described it pretty well for the last 3 weeks on your radio station, Ray.
You big booby-doos.
Between yourself and Brendan O'Connor, you've certainly put my booby-doos on the map.
Yeah, and they like huge reaction to them, like
huge.
An enormous reaction indeed. Jenny is shaking her head there.
I'm looking at her boyfriend, that's why.
Right, okay. And I suppose Brendan said he alluded to without actually asking the question. So here I am to ask the difficult questions, and I'm sorry, and I know
I'm glad you're doing it on radio and not on TV.
Yeah. Are they 100% real?
Should we leave that to the public?
To decide. I don't know how they're going to decide, Anne.
And now that I'm sitting in front of you, maybe you should answer that question.
Oh God, this is awkward for me now. Jenny's there. She's my partner, and I'm studying your breasts here. It's a bit Howard. It's a Howard Stern moment.
All right, so I'll take you out of the spot there. 100% natural.
100% natural. Right. What do you say? Well done. I don't know what you say. Well done. Okay. What size then are you?
Oh, right.
No, but the girls are always talking about that. They're constantly talking about that. Jenny would constantly say what size she is, and if you don't want to say it, fine.
Well, let's just say they're well-rounded figures in the doubles.
Right. Now, it was the 25th of December, which is not 3 Saturdays ago, and you were picked out to do the audience participation quiz.
That's right.
You stood up. You didn't know you were going to
I had no
involved.
idea. I was just going along for something to do on the night.
Do you reckon they had picked you out because of your assets? Do you reckon? No, I don't know.
Do I reckon they saw me coming that night?
Sort of thing. I'd say so. But then you got such a great reaction, and you did, that they invited you back the next week.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe the reaction. Like, I was just, like, on Sunday, like, friends were ringing going, oh, you're a big star and can't believe it, and I was just laughing about that.
Yeah.
Then Monday, I got a phone call going, do you know that Ray D'Arcy's speaking about you on radio? And I was like, yeah, you're really pulling my leg now. You've gone too far. Yeah. But it's just been incredible.
And then we got telling us that, because I didn't see whatever. Oh, I was at the rugby that Saturday night, the 2nd of October. That's the second night you were on, and we got texts on Monday to say you'd been on. And great, regular feature. This is what some of the lads were going, thumbs up. And then we got texts this Monday to say how disappointed they were.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, like 3 weeks later.
Yeah, I know.
And last week on the show I looked like I'd been tangoed. I was wearing an orange dress, and all I could think of when I watched it back on YouTube was, God, I look like I've been tangled.
Right. Has it been popular on YouTube?
We checked last night and had 300 hits.
300 hits,
it's been up for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was there. So.
Yeah, right. And so now people will know, and if you want to put a face to the voice, if you didn't see Brendan O'Connor, it's up there on. How would they put it in? Just Anne?
It's under Anne O'Halloran on YouTube.
Right. So what happens now? You just tell us that story, because we read it out yesterday, but it'd be more interesting coming from your own mouth about you were on the way to Tip.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe the response. Like, we went down to visit my dad. He lives in Cashel. Billy. Hello, Billy.
How are you, Billy?
While I'm here, because I may never be here again.
You must be very proud.
And we went down to visit him during the week, and we stopped on the road on the N7 to get petrol. So Greg was filling up, and I went in, and the next thing could see these 2 guys hovering around.
Right.
And they came over and they said, are you the Saturday Night Girl? And I was like, sorry? Are you the Saturday Night Girl? And I was going, from the Saturday Night Show? And they said, yeah. And I said, I was. And then they said, oh, can we have your picture? Because we want to get the Saturday night boobs on camera. Our friends won't believe us that we met you. And then they offered to pay for my petrol if I gave them a photograph of them with the Saturday night boobs. So now they've been renamed
The Saturday night boobs.
Yeah.
You're the Saturday night girl, and you possess the Saturday night boobs.
This is it.
Yes.
I know you were trying to come up with a proper name.
I know. I was. Yes.
So,
And then you went into a coffee shop.
went to a coffee shop down in Cashel, a nice delicatessen, and we had our lunch, and we went to pay at the checkout. The guy said, "No, lunch is on me." He said, "I'm privileged to have the girl from the Saturday Night Show here." It's just incredible, like, to think that you just go on as an audience, like you don't even expect to be seen on TV.
I know. And
so
now here
3
you are.
weeks later, getting free lunches and getting my petrol offered to be paid for.
Well, look, and you can add to that a bobblehead Ray. Where can you see pics or a vid for a search? Obviously, says that person. I haven't seen her. Can you get a suitable picture and stick it up on the website? Says says that person.
Get a pic now.
How does your partner Greg feel about all of this?
Actually, he thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, he was at work. He is an Elvis entertainer. So he was at work that night and he rang after his gig and he goes, "Well, are you in bed?" And I said, "No, I'm still up laughing at what just happened." So he was quite shocked then. And then I suppose he's normally people are normally stopping him to get pictures and stuff. So it's kind of turned now for the last couple of weeks. So now he knows what it feels like.
Yeah, that you're usually sort of going, "Oh yeah."
Normally it's me,
go on. And now he'll have to put up with that. Very good.
This is it.
We'll have to get. No, we always get pictures of guests with me, and so we will get a picture. So it's not we always get.
All right.
You don't mind, do you?
It'll be a headshot, yeah?
Yeah. It's usually from the waist up. And you'll have to start charging for pictures after this. So what happens now? Where does it go from here?
I didn't even expect it to be here, Ray.
You're right.
To be quite honest. So
You need an agent. You need somebody to handle you, so to speak. Sorry, there's endless number
good job your partner's here watching you, Ray.
She's giving me dirty looks now over your shoulder there.
You go back on.
Huh?
Are
Are you going to go back on? There's Greg. He's watching as well, so everybody's watching. Will you go? Have you been invited back on?
That probably depends on the public and whether they want to see me on again or not.
Yeah. I think, look, you know the nation is going through a horrible time at the moment, doom, gloom, all that. We need to be distracted in whatever which way. We need distraction, don't we?
We surely do.
Yeah, and, well, I think...
Maybe, as your researcher said, maybe I should come back at Christmas time. I'll be Brendan O'Connor's little helper.
Oh, very good. That's a good idea. Did she take the free petrol? Andrew in Cork wants to know.
No, I'm not that type of girl.
And is the boyfriend all shook up?
He's always shook up.
What do you do with yourself?
I actually had a really bad car crash a couple of years ago. I used to work for St. John of God's with adults with special needs,
right.
And I had a team building business as well. So at the moment I'm actually not doing anything.
Okay, just enjoying the glare of publicity. Yeah.
It's like, even to go to Tesco now is unreal. Like, the first day I went to Tesco was on the Tuesday afterwards, and this guy followed me, and by the 5th aisle his shopping trolley was still empty, mine was full, and it took him 5 aisles to stop me and say, "Are you the girl from the Saturday Night Show?" Men
are sad, aren't they? Men are really sad.
Ah, well, a little boost for the ego.
Yeah. Somebody says, do they look like Dolly Parton and Elvis? They're the two of you, yourself and Greg.
Good comparison.
Well, Anne, great to talk to you.
And you, thanks a lot, Ray.
And you don't mind us continuing to talk about,
No, I'm still...
Yeah. Jenny, is there any question you'd like to ask Anne before she goes?
I think you've got it all covered, Ray.
Yes. Just as Anne has today. Right, Anne O'Halloran from Bray, thanks. And
thanks very much.
Say hello to Greg as well. And it's all good fun, just in case he's coming after me. Right, on Anne O'Halloran, great to see normal looking women getting some nice attention instead of just the skinny ones. I am the same size and was going to keep the girls covered when I go out this weekend, but they're definitely getting an airing now. Could you please put a picture of Anne up on the website? I need to take a look at these warlocks. Warlocks? I've never heard that expression before. I did get my picture taken with Anne, and it will be up on the website.